Life is a very, very short ride. Yeah. Go to the old folks' home and there's only one way out. Ambulance or the morgue. But life is so short. So short, so short. That's why years ago I said to myself, I am going to be the worst nuisance that society has ever seen. The government wanted it that way. The Fredericton police arrested me by the people's house, what, about 10 times. Dan Bissiere, oh my God, we missed Monsieur Bissiere, he's gone. The new Sergeant at Arms. They banned me from the legislature. I said, why? You harass people. Who did I harass? We don't have to tell you. Chris Collin, my God, he was fired because he harassed people. And then they won't tell. He wants to know who. I'm jumping here. But the bottom line is the government is changing their attitude very fast. I tried. Right now, I'm going to find out more about Miramichi Valley High School of accusing Indians to be terrorists or to be shooters and arrest them and put a record for life because a bully on social media claimed an Indian was going to do a shootout at River Valley High School in Miramichi. The Miramichi police, Shane Henderson is a member here at the Fredericton Police Force. They arrested the native for 24 hours and didn't no apology, no nothing. But we'll find out more. I am going to find out more. If I don't say anything else, that means, okay, the story was blown out of proportion. But going back to the government, they made it official. They're not doing nothing. Natives, people with mental illness, are forced to walk back home from the provincial jails around the province. They give them a Google map and say, bon voyage. See, that's the problem we're having here. Like, there's a Buddy's place. It's a place they sell marijuana on King Street. They, all the windows were broken over the weekend. I guess it was a woman that did it. Okay, a woman screaming, hollering. She even went to the soup kitchen and show her bra, her body parts, her bra. And she has mental issues. So she broke all the windows. So what are they going to do? They're going to put her to jail. Because in school, they claim they want everybody to be treated equally. Asperger's, autism, ADHD, blind, everybody treated equally. But when it comes to the courts, the justice system, everybody's not treated equally because the less fortunate and the working poor have no right to a lawyer. We know that. I see a member of the PC, I think it was Blaine Higgs. I would invite him over. But, there's the cops. Hello! So the bottom line, what is the police? The police are going around King Street and Queen Street. There's a cop right there. He has the windows down. I wonder why. He must have the body cam and then just recording what I'm saying. Okay, he's leaving. See, it's hot, it's warm, and the police are going after people riding a bicycle with no helmets. They're hunting them down, and they're going by packs. So bottom line, what I'm trying to say in this long-winded nothing video is the police are always arriving at a force of about 12 to 15 at once. Somebody said there was a little trouble on the trails in the north side a couple of nights ago. Next thing you know, there's 10 cops, 10 cruisers shows up. The reason they all show up like rats is they all have their same story on what happened. And they put the body cam on the minute that they know the cops are going to look good. So the only thing I could say, I know me, every time I see a cop, I get my camera ready. Get your camera ready and ask to demand that you want the RCMP involved. I know the RCMP is not as better as the Fredericton Police Force, but at least maybe the RCMP are not with the Attorney General, they're not with people with the justice. You know, like cops are sleeping with members of the Justice Department. They're all together. They socialize and everything. The cop, David Benross, that's another story. Agitating people with mental illness in a court of law. In China, the soldier is behind the accused. Here in Fredericton, they made sure that people with mental illness, which happened to me, they sit right beside you. They intimidate you. So that's what's going on here on a hot day here in Fredericton. It's the end of May and beautiful weather here. But the police are all around the place with their body cam. So all I can say is, when you see a police officer, put your phone on.